how we're going to start the show?
Yes.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Secret Stash. Oh, he got me. He caught my voice right when I said Secret Stash. Welcome to the show. I'm going to turn this music down just a little bit. There we go. It's manageable. Welcome to episode 2 of the Secret Stash. I'm one of your 3 hosts. I've got Sam to my right and Troy on my left.
Yo, yo.
Welcome, boys. Welcome. And my boy was. Oh, he said it in the first episode. And I'm like, how can I be here twice? I can't be here twice.
Can't do it.
Welcome back to episode 2. We're here with Louis behind the camera. My cousin Louis is here as a producer. Shout out Louis. He's taking care of us, making sure we're doing good. And the song you're hearing, is another Joel Perez original, another Waz original. This song is about 4 or 5 years old, maybe, but probably 5 years old. It's just on my private SoundCloud, and it's a song that, it just kind of sprouted out of nowhere. It sounds like you're kind of in space. It's like you're fighting some sort of
going down a dark tunnel.
Alien. My boy Benny.
It reminds me.
We didn't even say what's up, Benny. What's up, Benny? How's it going, bro? All right, bro. Let's see what's up.
Not very talkative tonight, I guess.
I guess not. Benny's kind of stashed today. That's kind of the consequences of the radiation that leaks out from the stash box. But this song kind of reminds me of being in space. That's all it reminds me of. There's nothing behind the song. There's no other meaning to it other than I was having a fun night in the studio one night, and the song just kind of started and ended. It's like 2.5 minutes long, and yeah, I don't know. It's a real fun song. I'm really excited to, for you guys to hear it at the end. Well, I know we kind of talked over it right now, but I'm sure you guys will hear a little bit in the background. But yeah, stick around at the end of the episode. You'll be able to hear the whole song. But quick thoughts. What y'all think? I know Benny didn't really care, but what do you think, Sam?
Benny told me he doesn't give a shit, but
damn.
Yeah, dude. That's just Benny for you. I love the song. I can't wait to listen to it fully at the end. I've listened to it a few times, but it's been a minute. So
this is one of the deepest cuts. It's not one of my oldest songs, but when it comes to a song that I released, I put out this song on SoundCloud, and I was so like, fuck, nobody really gives a shit about it, and I deleted it within like 12 hours. And so, yeah, I'm glad I'm going to put it out. It's going to be the credits opening and closing to this episode. So fuck yeah.
It reminds me of like a video game score, like when you're on level 2 and like it's something going on where you're like fighting a boss or some shit, like
the difficulty's like building up.
The difficulty is building up, and you're like, and you're like, oh yeah, you gotta lock. Exactly, that's what it reminds me of.
So you're saying this song sounds like you have to lock in, like it's forcing you to lock in.
Yeah, you got to get focused. You know what I'm saying? Shit coming at you real fast. You got to jump out the way.
I found this on the web.
So.
Who sang this song?
Whoa!
What we found on the
Siri's
web?
Out here listening to us, dude. Are we allowed to say Siri? Is that trademarked?
Shit, no.
Oh, she heard me again. What the fuck? I know Sam went in there and was messing with her.
I wasn't touching that goddamn thing.
But yeah, fuck yeah. I'm glad y'all like the song. I'm really. What are you, Louis? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Put it in front of the camera. You have to show it.
That's a big thumbs up.
That's a big thumbs up. Hell yeah. Well, as we start this first episode, as we always do, as we did the first time, we should do the people's duty, right? We should take a dip into the stash box once again.
Absolutely, bro.
We need to pull out an album, a topic. What are we feeling today, boys? What are we feeling today? You guys tell me.
I'm feeling whatever y'all feeling, man. Let me know.
Well,
yeah, bro. I'm feeling whatever Joel's feeling.
And since I'm feeling whatever Sam and Troy are feeling, I think we are feeling, let's talk about our favorite composers. The people that light up your ears, the atmosphere to the movie, to the thing you're watching, to a commercial, to anything, you know? They set up a lot of the atmosphere, a lot of the tone of what's going on. Talking about composers.
Composers, baby.
And boy, is there an abundance of great ones.
Oh, absolutely.
I know we all have
Well, let's
our
start off.
preferences.
What are your favorites? Like
Mine?
when you think of like a great movie score, what comes to your mind first?
So I understand that yes, the film itself has to do a lot with what the score sounds like, but you think of a John Williams, you think of one. Obviously, everybody thinks of him.
Yeah.
How couldn't you? I mean, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. I mean, those two alone, they they solidify him in greatness already. Um,
Hell yeah.
but I also think of Ludwig.
Oh yeah. Gorson. Yeah.
I think of him a lot. Hans Zimmer, without a doubt, he's been just pumping out quality for decades now.
He's the man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for me, I think scores, and I think of some of my favorites. And I recently was watching Spider-Man 2, and I know that it's not everybody's first choice. It's not that he's my first choice, but a person that I think of with the score that I think of is I think of Spider-Man 2, and I think of Danny Elfman.
Danny, that's a legend, man.
I think that he already, at that point of doing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, let alone that, his resume was already solidified. I just think that Spider-Man 2 score, the Spider-Man 1 score, the whole trilogy score, he really went crazy. He really, really just went crazy with the main title theme. Like when the first one starts, dude. Oh my god. It's like I get goosebumps. I get those like I think of those close up shots of Tobey Maguire's arms just like
His hair follicles.
yeah, everything. I think of that like when I hear that. So I think Danny Elfman's one of the most underrated greats.
Oh, for sure.
He's not as consistent as the newer guy, as the guys that were coming up after him and that have taken the mantle for the last 25 years. But he's still there, man. He's still low
he's
key
a goat,
out
man.
there.
Yeah, he's a goat for sure. Like,
So Spider-Man 2 is your favorite. Right?
It's one of my favorite
that's
scores that I
that's your first
automatically
one?
think of when I think of a
Spider-Man
movie
2?
score that I absolutely just am so behind. And I could have easily said Star Wars because each movie had its own sound. Like the first movie had its own set of sounds, and then when they got the budget to make the second Star Wars, then these new themes like the asteroid field in Empire is one of the best because to me sometimes I hear it and it sounds like an Elfman theme in the way it kind of has those. It sounds like a Batman and goes like.
yeah, that's a
Like
classic.
that shit. When I heard that, I was like, "Damn, this is fucking intense!" Like, they made the asteroid field feel a lot more like real and like
dangerous.
like they could
Yeah.
blow up at any second. And I think that's probably why I like Elfman a lot because he has a lot of those qualities from Empire that I hear from John Williams, and that maybe he was inspired by, and he took that into his '90s sound. But he really evolved in the 2000s. Spider-Man's a character that was already known and had many iterations, including a successful '90s show. So it's like you have an idea, I guess, in your head, but when you hear it for the first time, you're like, it really makes you feel like Spider-Man.
And the Spider-Man theme, the Spider-Man theme is so legendary that like sometimes I forget that was the score for the 2002 or whenever the Spider-Man movie came out and he did it. Like I just think of Spider-Man in general, like it was the first ever Spider-Man theme that was just, that went way back. You know what I'm saying? Like it just makes me think of just Spider-Man as a whole, like, and that's how they did it right. Like no matter what movie comes out, I think of that score.
Hell yeah. What about you, Sam? What's a film? What's a score and a composer that really comes to your mind if somebody goes up to you and is like, man, what's your favorite movie score that you love, or who wrote it, who composed it? What do you think?
I'm thinking Bozo the Clown.
No,
bro.
100%,
bro. Like I just want to touch back and say I agree with Troy, man. Like hearing that earlier today, like just listen to that back is just like it gives me such a nostalgia for like the sound of like the early 2000 like superhero films where you kind of forget about that as like time goes on. You remember the film, but like when you hear that song like punch back in, bro, you're just like it hits you in the chest.
No, for sure.
But dude, yeah, definitely Danny Elfman for me, like the Batman original, but like whenever the new Batman, like the Batman came out, I think it's I don't even want to mispronounce his name. Michael something.
Giacchino.
Dude, when that shit hit in theaters, bro.
That's what I say, right? Giacchino.
That's
Louis,
like,
I need you to help us.
Giacchino.
Fuck, thank you, Louis.
He's one of the newer goats, man. Like, my God.
That was something that like I can like most recent memory is like something that impacted me pretty heavy. That's super huge for me. I definitely got my favorites as far as composers go, but the score that comes to mind, the Batman.
I love that score
Michael
so
Giacchino.
Much. And that's a score that I could see 10, 20 years from now being the new Batman theme.
And that's why I wanted to touch back on like what you had said, because I think that in the years to come, like we might forget that, and then once it hits again when we rewatch that movie, it's gonna be like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah. That's how I feel like that score is how I feel like we're talking about the Spider-Man score just 20 years from now. Like it's just so iconic and like so memorable. Impactful. Yeah, like you got certain scores that are good scores, like the Dark Knight Batman score. It's a good main score, but it's not a rememberable score like the 1989 Batman, or like we were talking about the Batman that just came out a couple years ago. Those are like engraved in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely, bro.
Yes, for sure.
Damn, and I try to think of the Batman Begins Batman themes, like, and then but the thing is, by the end of that trilogy, I felt like, okay, they established like a set of like themes and like that are memorable. But yes, I agree that the Giacchino Batman themes, all of those, man, they go crazy.
Go crazy, bro.
Because they introduced them to us in the trailer, and so like after that, seeing it integrated into all the scenes.
Yeah.
Because I've only seen the Batman, like with the Joker and the Batman, I've only seen like max 3 times each.
Yeah.
And I love both of those movies.
I love both of them.
I guess such a like a vivid visual for me, like seeing that movie, which we all here saw together. As soon as that shit hit, that punched in, bro, like that came in with I can just see the car lighting up and shit, and we all just like looked over at each other, bro. We're like,
yeah, man, that score is crazy, bro.
Like, that score has it, like, something hasn't done that to me in a while. Like, it's been like since a movie like that, or like if I really had to think, but like the first one that comes to memory, that one is just like ingrained for sure.
We some comic book assholes.
Real shit. Sure.
I mean, fuck it, dude. We're no different than anybody else. Fuck it.
Shit, the whole world fuck with comic books at this point.
You're tuning in to the best podcast on the internet.
That's how people get super creative, man. Secret Stash. Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. I feel like we're missing a couple people though in the scores. There's
a couple I want to mention.
Mention them.
A couple of my favorites. Dude, I'm gonna fuck on the names again because we in the stash box.
Yep. And I got my stash drink.
Angelo Badalamenti works with David Lynch on basically everything.
Oh yeah, that's legendary.
And without him, bro, I just feel like a lot of like
that's surprising. You know who that is?
He's trying to convey is just not. It wouldn't get across if he wasn't doing the composing behind everything. Man. Twin Peaks, fucking Lost Highway, Mulholland Drive.
Yeah,
dude.
Twin Peaks.
There's a couple
special.
more too.
Twin Peaks is a special score. It's a special movie, but a special score.
And then even on Firewalk with Me, like I mean he's the man. And then I don't want to say it wrong, but Alexandre Desplat that works with Wes Anderson.
Oh, that's classic.
So that's another guy who is like.
I don't even know who that is. I'm not gonna lie.
So he's like, I think he started working with Wes Anderson when he started like Fantastic Mr. Fox, but then basically on everything else since, I'm not 100% sure. We might need to fact check.
Yeah, we probably need to fact check.
But we'll hear from the voice of God here soon.
Voice of God, voice of God.
Yeah, that like I don't even know who that is, but I know I've seen like all the Wes Anderson movies, so I probably heard the score of that person, but definitely just didn't know who it was.
I remember watching it behind the scenes, something, and Wes Anderson was basically talking about like how important music it is to like the narrative of like his movies. And I don't know, like this guy, it just comes to mind. I just wanted to give him a little shout out. Is my shit low? Oh, I'm not speaking into the tippy.
No, I just thought it was funny to put more mics like it's a press conference.
But yeah, dude, I definitely. Angelo Badalamenti for David Lynch is like as my shout out. Wes Anderson is just a side note because I feel like a lot of the music, the composing that goes with his films are just like complementary to his style. So just want to give a little shout out.
Oh, for sure.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to remember the composers to Hereditary. Also, a special shout out to not necessarily the composers because the themes are still being used today, but the themes of that I saw in Godzilla -1.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Because the score with the new stuff with the intertwined with the old.
Yeah, that shit was special.
Godzilla, the movie was special, but on top of that, the
score was special. Yeah.
It just helped set up everything. I saw that shit in black and white. I saw it in regular.
The black and white showing was my favorite movie of the year.
Oh my god!
Like
it was
hands down
on a different level. It just felt even more terrifying. The stakes were higher. The lows were lower. Godzilla was even scarier, and it was all created by the sound of the legendary themes of Godzilla.
And the way they did the black and white justice too.
Yeah, man. But speaking of just the music, that shit just goes crazy.
Yeah, that shit was
those original
themes score. Yeah,
but being used today.
Yeah, and they blended that so well because they played the original themes in the moments where it was like, okay, this is Godzilla. Like, I gotta let y'all know that this might be a new version, but this is Godzilla. But then they played these just cinematic songs during the most like emotional moments that are fresh, and I was like, man, they clutched that shit.
Man, I'm glad we got to see that in black and white. That shit was clean. The scores that I was thinking of were The Mandalorian from Ludwig. When it comes to original themes, that like pretty much that's one of the only good things to come out of the new Star Wars is Mando and Andor, a couple things, but like to come up with an original theme like The Mandalorian, and to be honest, in my head I can't really hear it in my head, but I know like. When I see the show, as soon as it starts playing, I could immediately start humming to it. Like I know that. It's just right now for some reason I can't think of it. But
yeah, it's a one that sticks in your head, like we were talking about, for sure.
Yeah.
So mine would be Hans Zimmer. You know, he's just my favorite. Like he's one of the like the legends that like everyone would say. But like
recently,
you know, he's
always, but recently.
But recently. I mean, he's been going crazier most recently, but True Romance is like one of my favorites that he's done. You know what I'm saying? In '93 or '94, like
Troy,
it's legendary.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is a secret stash alert. I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen True Romance?
I've never seen it.
What the hell?
This is a secret stash moment. We got Hans Zimmer.
Secret stash alert.
Wow, that boy never seen True Romance. Is crazy, bro. Well, it's a badass Bonnie and Clyde type movie, but that score though with True Romance is like it just stick in your head, like, and it's genius because with his score he turned that movie into like a fairy tale type movie. Like if without that score. It's almost like your typical, you know, crime movie, you know, that feels like realistic and gritty. You know, Quentin Tarantino wrote it, so that shows you what type of movie it would have been.
Yeah.
But with the score, he brought like this fairy tale element to it, where it almost was like, okay, this isn't meant to be taken literal. It's more meant to be like, what if this happened? Like, you know what I'm saying? And it was like. For a score that like completely changed the movie like that, I was like, man, this
is the kind of score that kind of like builds it up in your head, gives you the feeling and emotion of like what the people are experiencing more than just like what's literally happening.
Right? Yeah, it's like it's telling you a different perspective, or it's giving you a different perspective than how you would receive it if you didn't listen to that score.
True Romance sounds really familiar. Who's in that?
True Romance, it has it's like Brad Pitt's is one of Brad Pitt's first movies he appeared in or whatever, and it got Patricia Arquette.
Oh,
and
okay.
Just a whole bunch of people show up in that movie though. It's like one of those movies where it's a bunch of stars before they like Gary Oldman was in the movie as a pimp and shit. Like Sam Jackson shows up in the movie.
I have had it with these monkey Monday to Friday play.
Like, yeah, it's like one of those movies where everybody wasn't stars yet, but they're like, you recognize them and shit. Yeah, it's a legendary movie, man. Yeah, it's
stacked.
All right, well,
for sure.
That one has to go into the stash box, so that way one day I can pull it out and watch it.
For real, bro. Shout out to fucking Bonnie and Clyde style movies, bro. I love those type of movies, bro.
Baby Driver,
Natural Born Killers.
Natural Born Killers. Shout out to Scarlett.
Scarlett. Hey, shout out to David Lynch, The Lost Highway.
I saw the Natural Born. I saw Natural Born Killers like 3 or 4 months ago. I was like, dude, Woody Harrelson's fucking crazy.
He's a psychopath in that bitch.
Who else? Juliette Lewis?
Yeah, Juliette Lewis was in there.
She's
too.
so good.
Yeah, she's
Who's
crazy.
the... Oh, dude, Robert Downey Jr. in that movie. Holy shit.
I forgot about
As the... Anyway, I'm sidetracking, but yeah. Hell yeah. Even that, like, the score is badass in that movie. Anybody else that you have in mind, Troy? Or actually, I had a follow-up question I meant to ask. So is that your favorite Hans Zimmer score? That?
No, it'll be Inception. Like when I think of Hans Zimmer, bro, Inception is crazy good, bro. Like Inception is like the peak of his peak. It's like it's almost like when every sports athlete have their best game. You know what I'm saying? Well, they're already cold.
The flu game.
They're already cold. Yeah, it's like the flu game or the Kobe 81-point game.
Shit, I'm just hoping that the Mavs won game.
Yeah, for real.
Dude, they were up last time I heard.
Yeah, we were watching.
Yeah, so that would be Inception would be, but I mean it's a long list of movies that I love from Han. I mean, we were just talking about Dune. You know, the Dune series.
Incredible, bro.
The Dark Knight trilogy, just this dude he's different, man. He's different. And
like even, the monolith of movies, bro. The fucking
even like he did, even when movies don't work out, like he did the Wonder Woman theme. You know what I'm saying? That theme, I love that theme. Yeah, I love that Wonder Woman theme. That shit's good. He did like yeah. I swear that man is different, bro. Like
he really is.
Yeah, he's different. But
dude, Saul's gonna go see him.
For real?
Yeah, my brother for his birthday got Hans Zimmer tickets because Hans Zimmer's touring the country, and he's gonna be here in Fort Worth.
You know you're a legend when you could tour the country.
Hell yeah, just playing your greatest hits. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, dude, bro. That's what Danny Elfman does too.
Jeez.
He puts on like full orchestra concerts, doing all his shit.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if there was a way to, like, if there was some sort of way to like put together a super tour of like your favorites.
Oh my god.
I mean, imagine there was a super tour of
who would be the headliner?
The Coachella of fucking of scores of film composers, and you imagine you have like a lineup and it shows everybody.
The biggest ones, and then just you got some indie film.
Dude, you got like John Williams, fucking Ludwig, you got Hans Zimmer all at the top on the fucking on the Death Star stage, and then they're all over there. And then you got the fucking Gotham stage over there. You got fucking...
Man, that'd be crazy.
You got Danny Elfman. You got fucking Danny Elfman. Who else? Anyway, just imagine that. Imagine a poster of like that. Would you go to a festival like that?
Hell yeah, bro. Like that shit, like that shit'd be a concert to me. Like shit. That's just badass.
I would make sure to go there, pull up a table, and do a little stash from the road.
Little live
Gotta
stash.
do that one day.
One day, man. That
pull up to remote places. Pull off a little remote show, a little live stream maybe.
Bro, people, that shit be crazy. Once we get our little fan base going, people gonna show out, and we have an audience and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and if you want to get in touch with us, dude, get in touch with us. We've got a couple of open seats in the studio audience here at the Stash Studios. You have to talk to our studio manager, Lewis, and / producer, because if it doesn't get by him, it's not going to get done. And Benny. Benny doesn't pull up. He doesn't put up shit.
And thanks to everyone for being here tonight.
Yes, sir. And you know what? Let's go ahead and go into our first break because I kind of want to talk about a couple of the films that are in progress. But we'll be right back. We're going to go
Let's cut to a commercial, bro.
Let's cut to a commercial. Be right back. Welcome back to the secret stash. Sam's trying to beat me to the welcome back.
Hey, I'm trying to get you.
You're not gonna get me.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get that line tomorrow.
I'm gonna get that line. This shout out Tim Robinson. Yeah, no. So welcome back to the second segment of the Secret Stash. We're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. Thank you once again for if you've tuned in this long to the second segment. Thank you so much. Hope you can subscribe and hit the subscribe button. It's my first time saying that. I don't know, but I didn't know how it would make me feel, and I don't feel.
How do you feel, dude?
I don't feel good. I don't feel good. But I'm
like
going to congratulate myself because I deserve that applause for doing that because that took a lot out of me. But that's the only time I'm going to get that applause. Because I'm going to ask you motherfuckers every time, please subscribe. We're just going to keep making episodes.
Just do it.
Us three and Baby Alien, Benny Bandito, we're going to be just trying to make the best content we can for you and talk about
Baby Alien.
Talk about our favorite things and get stashed at the same time. But
yeah,
also,
dude, speaking of which, let's jump into the next segment we got here.
He's absolutely right.
You want to take it away, Troy?
Right.
Yeah.
Welcome, Troy.
Let's go. Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're going to get started. Yeah.
All right, guys. This next segment, y'all, is going to be called Filming in Progress. Second time doing this, Filming in Progress, Volume 2. And in this film-centered segment, we're going to be talking about biopics, more specifically musical biopics. Our best ones and the worst ones. It's really easy to think of some good ones. I think it's a lot easier to pick on some good ones.
Hell yeah.
Than some bad ones. Let's start with the good. What
Yeah.
what are your first
I can think of a lot of
biopics?
bad, but we should start with the good.
Let's start with the good because it's easier to just think of the bad later.
Yeah, for
Josie
sure.
Josie wants to hear it too, so she can chill. All right. Well, what are some good ones that we think, guys?
I think of like Walk the Line, man. Walk the Line was so
Joaquin.
good, you know.
Insane.
That was one of the early Joaquin Phoenix performances that I seen where I was like, he's one of the best one of the best actors of our generation.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, cause he was like,
Yep.
I mean, even his voice and shit. Like, I was like, yeah, this dude's different. But that movie was so good, man, and I love that movie.
Walk the Line was good. Mine would be that I can remember really, really good is Get On Up was a good one.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Chadwick Boseman. Jesus Christ.
R.I.P. That's a legend.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. First of all, couldn't
R.I.P.
have happened. Something just sucks.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't even think about it. And the fact that you brought up Get On Up, or I think you said it.
Yeah.
While we were in the stash green room, before the show, and oh man, it really does kind of still sting because it's like he's gone.
Yeah.
And there wasn't enough time to like cement
and it's crazy
to kind of say goodbye, you know.
Yeah, I was
and
talking.
that movie was so well done. He became James Brown in that movie. Like, it was incredible. It was incredible. I mean, I know Troy liked that movie. We quote that shit all the time.
Yeah, you know, I was talking to somebody about Chadwick Boseman. I was like, really, he became a legend because he in his small time that he had as a Hollywood actor, he pumped out some like great movies back to back. It's like he knew like I only got a certain amount of time, and to me that's legendary because that's hard to do. It's hard to go from just one movie after one movie after one movie. You know, he played the what was the baseball movie he played?
42.
He was 42. Then
Jackie
Walk
Robinson.
the Line. Then he was Black Panther. Then he was like he was just pumping them out, man. And it was like that's some legendary shit to do, you know. But Walk the Line was
Get On Up.
I mean, Get On Up. I was Walk the Line. Yeah, thank you.
You
Get On Up was the movie where I was like, he on another level. Like I liked him in 42. I was like, he's good. He's a good actor. Yeah. But Get On Up is where I was like, oh yeah, he's different. Like you know.
And the thing is, James Brown, he doesn't have a beautiful story. He made a fucking billion mistakes. He was a piece of shit at a lot of times in his life. But at the same time, the legacy he left behind and the music that he left behind was really impactful. It impacted it is the reason probably it's the reason like hip hop music maybe exists today in a sense because a lot of that was you can hear his influence in music today. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And so like the fact that that movie came out and it was very well done. It could have easily been a bad biopic, but
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman, his performance elevated it to something different because he took on the role and was like, "Man, I'm gonna really give it my all because this is a character." They showed. I remember being a kid and seeing James Brown's viewing on live TV. On live
Damn.
TV, they showed James Brown. They showed Michael Jackson like
Yeah.
walking up to James Brown's casket. So that's how I know like he was an iconic figure in pop culture, fucking way before our time, before our parents' times. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like for a movie to come out and really be that good and really encapsulate kind of like what the stuff maybe we didn't see as in James Brown because we were so young, but it kind of like reinvigorated that like interest in his music and the music of that time. And so I feel like Get On Up is a very well made biopic. And that's probably that'll definitely be the one I highlight for sure.
And Chadwick Boseman, like, what was so impressive about it? Always impressed me when actors like learn shit. Like, how you just learn how to dance like that? Like,
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not something. If someone told me, "Hey, man, you got to start dancing like Michael Jackson or somebody," I'm gonna just be like, "Oh, I can't do it." Like, there's nothing. Yeah, but I'm gonna give you teaching lessons. I still won't be able to do it.
Because
like, there's certain shit you
it's
can't
like,
just learn
because that's Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
And
you
Michael
know,
Jackson is Michael Jackson.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like-
and so for him to learn that and like he got it down, man. He was going crazy in that movie with his dancing. Like to mimic James Brown, how do you just do
That's
that,
fucking
bro?
hard, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like them are the type of performance
You
where
don't
I'm
even
like,
realize that.
yeah, that's Oscar worthy type shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like for real.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman really he earned his check. I mean, Jesus Christ, like you can't ask for an actor to give you more
Yeah,
than what he gave in that movie.
Yeah, he did.
So
He did his thing.
biopic wise,
Yeah,
that's definitely one of the top ones for sure.
yeah, he did his thing.
Sam, do you have a biopic in mind?
Dude, I've got so many rattling around right now. For some reason, because it's probably one of the first ones I saw, I just have like La Bamba coming to mind. It's
So
such a
good.
good one, and it's one
Richie
that
Valens, bro.
Richie Valens. I'm special too, Richie. But like, bro,
That's a good one, man. It was an
it's
early
so
one too.
good, and yeah, it's an early one, and it was one for the earlier ones that
Yeah.
just really hit. Like,
Damn, though, for the Mexicans, it was like Selena, but also that too. La
I
Bamba.
wanted to say Selena, but I was like, I saw La Bamba first, and when I saw that, I don't know,
Same energy
There's
though.
something about it.
Same tragic feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two very comparable ones, but La Bamba, absolutely understand why.
I can't think of the name of the actor. Benny,
The guy that plays
so good
Richie
though.
Valens, Lou Diamond Phillips, bro. That's UTA alumni. He went to my college, dude.
Hey, shout out.
Shout out him, bro.
Shout
Lou
out.
Diamond, bro. He's a beast.
He is a beast, dude,
He's
and he
a
fucking
legend.
kills it in that performance. And yeah, dude, I mean, his performance in that movie
Stand
just
and deliver.
sold the whole thing for me. So
Stand and Deliver. If you didn't see Stand and Deliver with Lou Diamond Phillips in school, you just young, dude.
of course, we've got Control. I shouted out last time, but that's one of my favorites. Still one of my favorites.
I still want to hear more about La Bamba for you because it has a lot of legendary musicians in it.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, especially like the scene, the whole Buddy Holly scene, bro. At the end, like the concert before that, everything building up. It's insane. Like, yeah, man. That's one of those ones where I feel like I've seen a lot of biopics, and it's like I feel like they'll kind of glaze over the story and backstory, and they don't really like punch in like the emotion in the right spots to really connect with the character. But that's one movie that did it for me, and I just felt like, yeah, man, every beat of that movie it delivered, and it kind of gave me like a good sense of everything. Whereas something like Elvis for me, like Austin Butler, I didn't feel like there was a lot of moments for me to connect with him emotionally.
Yeah, that movie was
Right.
rushed.
It was so
Yep.
rushed, and like,
To me, the only things I get from that movie are really feel from those movies are his kind of redemption he wants at the end, but he can't really have it.
yeah,
And when they show the last show of him all fucked up and like sweating at the piano and all out of shape and looks like he's gonna fucking pork and curl over and die. Like he looks like he's dead, but he's out there singing his ass off. And like That's the best part of that.
And they've got the real clip you can compare it to, so it's
he goes fucking. It literally it brings me to tears watching that. I've seen that, and to me,
Unchained Melody, bro.
Unchained Melody, fuck, damn right. Unchained Melody is fucking emotional, beautiful piece of music, and that's to me is the only. It's to me, it's not the only redeeming part of Elvis, but it's the only thing that keeps Elvis from being just a very very average movie, and then being like a very like. It's a movie made in good taste, but also just like they're trying to do the best they can.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Butler's performance was stupid good. It just, I wish the movie he was in was better.
I agree. I feel like there was a whole lot like,
and that happened.
The production behind it was just almost too much at some points. Like it was like a big music video.
Because they're trying to sell the movie. It was more, a lot
instead of like really dialing in like something like Priscilla.
Yeah,
like where it's kind of more like a base, like not based in reality, but kind of more grounded, like film where it's like these are the people, like not the whole like mystique of
the glamour,
like not the whole like popularized version of Elvis.
Martin Scorsese, they just said he's directing a movie about somebody. Who did y'all
Jesus
hear about that?
And
not besides that one. It was
oh yeah, dude, I saw this recently.
Jesus
Frank Sinatra.
With Leo.
Bro, with Leo as Frank Sinatra.
That's crazy because like it falls. I'm so glad that falls into this exact topic.
Yeah, bro, I can't wait, bro.
That is something that I cannot even fathom happening because I can't even fathom him making another movie, bro.
No, think about Scorsese. It's gonna be the best fucking like Frank Sinatra with Scorsese. That's crazy.
First of all, his score. I mean, they basically grew up in the same with knowing the same type of people.
Yeah. That just
Scorsese's made the best mob movies.
Some of the best movies in general.
Some of the best movies in general, be them mob movies. But he's done that. He knows that world.
Yeah, it just fits perfectly.
For him to hold on to have that property and be like, "Hey, I'm working on this."
Yeah,
I pray. To me, that just tells me Scorsese, my boy, in great shape. My boy knows he's like. He knows his health is in good shape.
Yeah.
Dude, he's so mentally sound, bro.
You can't just say I'm gonna go into this fucking 2 major productions in the next 4 years.
And he's in his late 70s. He's like going into 2 productions.
All that tells me is that we should expect another about decade of film from this motherfucker. Yeah, because Clint Eastwood's still out here making shit, and he looks like he's ready, bro. He looks like he's
ready to draw, bro. He's ready for the grave.
My boy out here like
a lot of
like Sleepy Joe.
It's funny though because with a lot of these directors, like at that age, they start to slow down. They talk slow. Yeah. It take them about 5 years to do their next movie.
Now Marty, bro.
Marty, he's talking faster. But yeah, listen, I got the next movie coming out.
It's gonna be God damn it! Take 5.
Yeah, like he don't, man, bro. Like he popping them out, bro, and they're still masterpieces, and he popping them out every fucking couple of years. Like what the fuck?
I don't know which one's gonna come out first, but if the Sinatra one comes out first, regardless, out of both of them, I've seen a million Jesus movies. Some of them are good.
Yeah.
But I fucking grew up Catholic. I know the story of the fucking Bible. I know all that shit. Like, a movie is gonna be, sure, the next thing, but you're not gonna like, motherfucker, I've read the Bible. Yeah. I know the real. I don't like a movie's not gonna be like, oh, it's more the Bible than the fucking Bible.
But see, I don't think. But Scorsese never gonna approach it that way.
Of course not. Of course not.
Me, I'm more excited about the Jesus.
He's gonna have Jesus with Tommy guns, bro.
Well, his two Jesus movies, faith-based movies that he did is just masterpiece. Silence and what is it called? Last Temptation. Like both of those movies are masterpieces. So that's why I'm slightly more excited about his Jesus movie than the Frank Sinatra movie.
But in the vein of this topic, for the Sinatra movie to be like to be in his hands,
man, bro, with Leo,
bro,
it's gonna have it's gotta have. Yeah, it better be like Lewis just said. It should be like 4 hours. It absolutely should be 4 hours.
His last 2 movies been over 3.5.
The music discography, bro. I mean. First of all, I don't think Leo looks anything like Sinatra.
Dude, he's got to lose some weight, bro.
And
his face has got to.
Yeah, I mean, he looks nothing like him. They got to put some prosthetics on him like they did, because if they can take Colin Farrell and turn him into the Penguin, they can turn this motherfucker into Sinatra.
Well, what I'm saying is Leo going to commit to it because this is Frank Sinatra, bro. Is he going to go Christian Bale on this shit?
I've always said looks are overrated. Once you have that,
the performance.
It's about the performance, bro. Like. if you do such a good job, it'll fool the mind's eye into thinking you look like the person. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Ooh. Chadwick Boseman.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, bro, he kind of does a little Frank Sinatra performance in his musical number.
Oh, that
you remember
part
that?
where he did
You're
the
right.
little,
it's kind of in the same style. He's got the same voice, so I think he actually sang for that.
He did. He did the dance.
He could do it, bro.
Don't get me wrong. I know Leo can do everything. He can do anything.
He's one of the all-time greats. Yeah, Leo's one. And then with the directed by Scorsese, like, yeah, I can't wait for that.
We're about
movie.
to basically we're gonna get everything we can possible out of Leonardo DiCaprio in a Frank Sinatra biopic because Scorsese is not gonna take anything but the best cut, the best take of that out of the 30 takes he took of probably like this 20-second scene.
Yeah,
so
in Scorsese's hands,
biopics,
and it's gonna be accurate, bro. He's not gonna let anyone nitpick that shit.
He's gonna make it very time accurate. It's gonna feel like you're in that bitch. And the thing about that is like nowadays time accurate pieces or films or pieces of art it's a lot. There's a lot of ways to stretch the dollar and to really make it look the way it did back then. And so when you have a big budget like Scorsese's gonna get the funding because he's Scorsese.
Yeah.
So.
And he's a master at like making things look like they looked at that time. Like if you watch The Aviator, like everything looked just like how it looked at that time. Like he's getting his art direction perfectly, and he's gonna. And what I like, and I'm excited because one thing about biopics, they can tend to get boring because they all like the same shit. Like they started from the bottom, something happens, they get famous, then they get with personal shit, they lose everything they had, and then they die. And it's like the same shit, but Scorsese's gonna find a way to approach it differently, and it's gonna be unique. And oh my goodness, bro, I can't wait for that.
So now that we're talking about like the highest praises of biopics, what are some of the bad ones?
All Eyes on Me.
All Eyes on Me.
That's the worst. One of the top 50. Yeah, that's the top 15 worst movies ever made.
Like, I just wish they would have had Anthony Mackie as the Tupac.
Oh my God, bro!
Hey,
listen, this how bad the dude that played Tupac was. Anthony Mackie looked like an Oscar winner as Tupac compared to the dude that was in the movie. He was so bad. Oh my God. Like he doing this and shit. What he talking like, listen, man, I'm Tupac. And I'm just like, he's overacting everything. My God. That movie's horrendous.
Hey, yo, check it out, motherfucker. I'm Tupac.
It is horrendous, bro. It's almost like a long ass music video with talking. Like it's so bad, bro. Like I don't know. Like the dialogue is atrocious. The editing is atrocious. The framing is atrocious. It's framed like someone was drunk holding the camera. Like it. Oh my goodness, bro. Like it's inaccurate. I mean everything you could think of a horrible movie. That's what it is.
We ain't never gonna get roles in Hollywood because when they see us talking shit about their movies, they're gonna be like,
"Shit, fuck him."
That motherfucker at the Secret Stash said he trash.
Fuck him, man, bro. Trust me, nobody from this movie's ever working again, so we don't gotta worry about that. No one's never getting work from the producers, the actors, the writers. Nobody's ever working again. That movie ended the whole career of everybody involved with that movie. Like,
shit. You know, there's a biopic that I think of that I personally enjoy, but I know Troy fucking hates it. And I just want to bring it up because I know he hates it.
What that is?
Jersey Boys.
Jersey Boys, man.
I love that movie because it's so not serious.
Yeah, I don't fuck with it.
But it's so stupid and fun. And me and Steven and Saul, my brothers, we thought that movie was funny as hell and so stupid and fun. And we're like, yeah, the music's good. And I was just like, I just know Troy hates it.
I wouldn't say hate, but I just don't like it. I'll put it there. Like, what you think about that? What you think about Jersey Boys, Sam? Have you seen it?
I don't know.
I have not seen Jersey Boys.
Oh, you never seen it? Yeah, it's. I mean, it's cool.
It's quite literally they took the fucking Broadway production and put it to the big screen. That's all they did. Because I've seen the production too, and it's the same shit. But I don't know. It was just like not. It's really not a good movie.
Yeah.
But it's a fun movie to watch for me. I don't know.
I can see it as a guilty movie pleasure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's how it feels. It feels like it's a guilty pleasure, and I just like, I don't know. It's a. People think it's bad. People think it's good. I think it's all right, but it's got some funny ass. It's got some funny ass little parts about it that makes it feel like a play.
No, for sure.
I don't have one that's like super close to me. I saw this one time, but for some reason it popped into my head. Is the movie The Dirt?
The Dirt. Wait. Mark Wahlberg?
No.
Okay.
It's Motley Crue, the Netflix.
Oh, that's the biopic of their book, right? The Dirt. That was the book.
I believe so. MGK is in it.
Yeah, I fucking hate Motley Crue.
That movie was absolute fucking trash.
But
just to put that out there, it definitely was The Dirt.
That shit was the
That was the right name. They had the right name, bro. The Dirt.
I was trying to think of one, and I was trying to think, and I was like, there's so many that aren't the best, but I would still enjoy watching.
Yeah,
but
fine.
This one, I have a personal grudge against.
It was Dirt.
It was Dirt.
Yeah, I mean, okay, B would it be? Motley Crue has some riffs. They got a couple riffs.
I like Motley Crue a lot when I was younger. They got some great songs. They have. I've read the Heroin Diaries, bro, Nikki Sixx's book, and like that shit was good. It was fucking entertaining. I never read The Dirt. This movie was ass. Yeah. I also didn't like Rocket Man. That shit was ass.
Oh,
I like Rocket Man.
Rocket Man was fine. I just didn't think it was that great.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's another one. I would watch it again, but it's like The Dirt, bro.
I'm trying to think of another like honorable mention shitty biopic. One Love.
Oh my god, Bob Marley.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Based off the trailer.
Based off the trailers, I'm like, oh no.
I'm scared.
I've heard nothing but bad things.
No, yeah, based off the trailers.
The trailer, the performance looks shit. The performance looked like an impression. Like, I hate when performances is like, instead of it feeling like an actor embodied the role and became it, it's like an SNL skit where they like acting like the person.
It's like a caricature, yeah.
Yeah,
it's like kinda,
that's how I felt like just seeing little cut scenes and shit from the movie. But I haven't seen it, to be fair though.
That's true. I mean, we have to see it to believe it. Another one.
There's so many on Lifetime, bro. They got Britney Spears. They got a Michael Jackson one.
They're making a Michael Jackson. They're making a.
They are, and it's like a relative of his that's playing him.
Yeah. They're making it. Yeah, for sure.
Well, this guy that played him on the Lifetime one was an Indian dude.
You lying, bro.
I swear, bro. It was fucking crazy.
Did you see the Aaliyah one? They made an Aaliyah.
Yeah,
one.
bro.
What?
The Lifetime, that shit that they do
that
isn't.
shit was horrible.
I don't know what
time it has the rights to this shit.
I don't know how, bro. They got Britney Spears. They got
they having these low budget ass shit.
They'll have like Justin Timberlake, Britney, like people playing them with their full names and that shit, and they're good to go for some reason.
I'm Justin Timberlake. Like that.
So bad, bro.
Like people be like that. People are playing them as characters,
dude, with the fucking like ramen hair and everything.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, bro, it's terrible.
There's no fucking way.
It's terrible.
How have I never seen this?
It's you got to fucking tap into Lifetime, bro. Once you tap into one, you find them all.
Oh my fucking god!
That's crazy.
The Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story. You don't want anything. You don't want any part of this, Dewey. No, it's not addicting or anything. It has no side effects.
Yeah,
I'm John Lennon from the Beatles.
I don't want a hangover. I can't get no hangover, dude. John C. Reilly, low key one of the goats, bro.
Also, want to give a shout out
for sure.
I'm Not There, the Bob Dylan biopic that was kind of played by a bunch of different people. Christian Bale, Kate Blanchett, fucking so many other people, bro. Insane.
Yeah.
That's a really good movie.
There's got to be another bio. I mean, there was the Queen one. What was it? What did they end up calling it? They called it Bohemian. It was called that, right? That was pretty good.
I liked it.
That was a good one, yeah.
I thought it was good. I mean,
I still felt like
Rami
Christian Bale should have won that Oscar that year, but Rami Malek was great.
What did Christian Bale play?
He was in Vice as
as Dick Cheney.
Dick Cheney. I felt like I would have gave that to Christian Bale, but
I just watched Vice a couple months ago. It was good.
Yeah, dude, the hype around Bohemian Rhapsody though.
Oh yeah,
that was. Sure. I mean, Rami Malek won a fucking Oscar for that shit.
Yeah, he did.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, he did a great job.
And to be honest,
he's a great actor.
When he won that shit, I was like, I just don't think that he should have won.
Yeah, I would have gave it to Christian Bale for Vice.
But
they robbed Christian on that.
It's a biopic. It's Freddie Mercury. The Academy's gonna vote how they want.
Yeah,
they voted for the biopic.
And I'm done with the Academy anyway. Fuck them.
So am I. I mean,
fuck the Academy. Fuck y'all. We never wanted
the Academy. Hey, here on Secret Stash, we don't fuck with the Academy here on Secret Stash, bro. Fuck them.
If you see anything by us, bro, it's gonna be our own shit. Hey,
I swear we gonna hand out the rewards around this bitch.
Shit, I'm gonna do the Lewis biopic.
The Stash rewards around this whole thing.
Ooh, honorable mentions. All right, yeah, let's actually do that. Lewis, thank you for shout out Lewis, bro. Thank you so much for being the fucking director.
Yeah.
My boy out here directing us and shit. When he directs us,
my honorable mention, definitely, I'm not there, dude. Ray is something Troy mentioned earlier, which is one that is like
that is where Jamie Foxx elevated his career.
Top
independent film.
Yeah. And then Straight Outta Compton is another one that's so good.
So good, bro. So good.
I think it's good. It's got some corny ass lines on it, but those lines I think make me laugh and make me more happy with the film, as opposed to thinking it's just corny for corny.
Yeah, it is.
Because I still think it's a good movie. I saw it at the Ridgemar Movie Tavern before it closed.
Yeah, dude, I saw it at Movie Tavern when I was working there, like as a free showing type of thing. When I saw that shit, bro, I was hyped, bro. I loved it first watching, and then when I watched it the second time, I loved it just as much.
What y'all need to be doing is gang banging them books. Instead trying to be something you ain't.
Yeah.
Shit was fire.
Yeah.
No, that was a good one. I mean, remember this. At that time, when they announced that O'Shea Jackson Jr. was going to play Ice Cube, everybody fucking lost their shit. And, like, everyone was talking about it. I remember when they cast him, they're like, Ice Cube. And then they showed the first trailer, and they're like, oh, my God, he looks just like Ice Cube. I'm like, no, he doesn't. But he looks close enough to Ice Cube.
To me, he looks exactly like him. Like, I thought
they're twins, bro. They're twins, bro.
Yes, they're twins.
Cloned him, bro.
They're twins, yes. But Ice Cube he didn't have no defined fucking jawline. My boy had, like, pudginess, and he was, like, a chubby guy. So in the sense that I was just like, yeah, that's Ice Cube for sure. I'm like, Ice Cube with a little more.
I don't know, bro. It can't look more like a person than him.
It definitely can't. But unless we've seen the casting tapes, we don't know. Maybe there's some guy that looked just like Ice Cube.
But he ended up crushing it, though.
Oh, he absolutely crushed it.
Because that could have been a huge L when you go like, I feel like that's what they did with the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me. They just got a dude and said, oh, he looks like Pac.
I'm Tupac.
I'm Tupac.
Yeah, and that could ruin a movie if you just go off of looks. You got to go off performances. So he ended up crushing.
Who's going to embody the essence, bro? Especially better than his own kid.
And the guy, speaking of Tupac, the guy that played Tupac in that movie, to this day, I feel like is the best Tupac. Like, he was amazing in that movie.
Anthony Mackie?
No, in the Straight Outta Compton movie.
Yeah. Where he's like in death, where he's like, I got Pac in there grinding.
Oh yeah,
we out here grinding.
Yeah, that guy, he was the best Pac to me. Like,
you're right.
And they were even gonna do a spinoff movie with Tupac, with that guy as Tupac.
They kind of fucked up because they had him.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck they were doing recasting.
The guy. So the All Eyes on Me movie was they was fighting over the rights to do the movie. So it was like John Singleton wanted to do a movie with the guy that played Tupac on All Eyes on Me, and then the guys not All Eyes on Straight Outta Compton. Yeah, so they wanted to use him as a Tupac spinoff of the Straight Outta Compton.
Perfect.
Yeah, but there was in a legal battle with the people that was for All Eyes on Me, and so they won it, of course, and that's why we got that trash All Eyes on Me movie.
Hey, in a different world, bro. In a different universe.
Hell yeah, in a different universe.
Hey, in a different universe, shit.
We still haven't had a good Tupac yet, y'all. This is bullshit. Swear.
What's that? Notorious. Hey, Notorious
No, that was worse too, because Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
Hey, Tupac.
Hold on. Are we just talking about Tupac's in his incarnation in a movie, or are we just talking about Notorious as a movie?
But the same thing, because in Notorious, when he was younger, his son played him when he was younger.
He was younger.
So that's another one of those things. The younger scenes were great.
Yeah, the younger scene was great, but the Tupac scene was horrible.
The Tupac scenes
that was just terrible.
Hey, Biggie, what up, man?
Well, it was like TMZ. They had it in the scene. It was like,
hey, yo, check it out, motherfucker. I'm Tupac.
They went and got Papa Doc. They went and got Papa Doc.
Bro, they got Papa
Tupac,
Doc,
bro.
Papa Doc, probably not.
Man, bro.
And he's orange. And so I thought Notorious was actually not a bad movie, But
no, I don't think it was.
I enjoyed it a lot.
No, yeah,
I mean, obviously, like when I was in high school and that shit came out, and I saw the scene of him rap battling on the street.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, this motherfucker just spit that shit out and just fucking murdered this guy on the street with his words. I was like, that's really cool.
Those are some good scenes. The studio scenes were really good.
Oh yeah, the studio scenes were good. You know, it was really cool because Notorious, like I remember that was one of the first biopics I remember. There used to be a channel on like Charter called Palladium, and they would show live concerts only, and they would also show biopics. And that's when I first saw Notorious. I was like, damn.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I like Biggie's music.
Some good mentions.
For sure. It seems like there was more good ones than bad ones. But
hey, we'll find out in the comments below.
Yeah, please comment below any bad, shitty, fucking dog shit biopics. One more honorable mention. Kurt Russell as Elvis, the original Elvis biopic.
I never seen that.
I haven't seen that.
Check it out. It's actually to be honest, it's a lot more tame in the sense of the new one, and even since we've had 2 in the last 3 years.
Oh, it came out that recent?
No, the Kurt. I'm saying like the Priscilla and Elvis.
Right.
This movie came out in like the late 80s, 90s, maybe, or maybe even earlier than that. Maybe like I think early 80s, possibly. I gotta look that up. Yeah. Louis, you can check that out. Fact check. Huh? 79. All right. See, I knew it was later because I remember his hair was. I mean, Kurt Russell just looked young, but it's the original Elvis biopic. Very shortly after he died, so.
There's a bunch we're missing out on. I think there was a Buddy Holly biopic too. Like I can't remember who played him. Biopics, bro.
You know, there's a lot of there's always going to be biopics coming out. Real quick to end this topic, just quick biopic. If I was to make my own biopic on a famous celebrity, I already know which one I would do and which one. If I was the director on it, I know which one I would do. I already know.
What is it?
My boy Bon Scott, the original lead singer from AC/DC. He literally was just trying to make it in the business, and finally, when he auditioned to be with AC/DC, he booked it, bro.
Wow!
And within from 74 to 1980, so in the span of 6 years, they went from the bottom to the absolute fucking top. And it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll, bro.
Damn.
It's a long way.
And if I was to do a biopic, it'd be on him because he had such a crazy rise, and his rise was only up. It was never down. It was always just like he just kept being this fucking symbol, bro. Like he was sex appeal. He was the front man. He was everything. He would pop up on stage, bro. And people go fucking crazy.
Wow.
This dude absolutely like there is a live they play it at the Apollo in Australia. And it's like I think it's in Australia, and they played this shit and you just hear the crowd fucking and they're just and it builds up. The song's Riff Raff. It's called Riff Raff, and the live version of that at the Apollo is the perfect encapsulation of the energy that the band brought at that point, because this is like late 70s. He's maybe has less than 2 years to live at that point, because he died of hypothermia and asphyxiation because he choked on his own throw up, and he was in a freezing cold. He fell asleep in his car on a freezing cold night.
That's crazy.
In 1980.
That's a crazy way to die.
That's insane.
And at that point, AC/DC had released a fucking multi-million selling record with Highway to Hell in 1979.
Yeah.
He died in 80. And in the same year, in 80, they released Back in Black, and with a new singer, and they, that was a tribute to Bon also. There's so much that can be done with just the story of AC/DC. Oh my God, you can make a fucking long form movie of that. But the Bon Scott era alone, you can make a 3-hour just epic, cinematic, beautiful, slow cooked tribute to him, because his music to me is what encapsulates. It's the spirit of AC/DC, bro. It's the reason it exists. So he had such a tragic end to his life, and I think if someone would if I was to make a movie, a biopic, I think I would do it on him, because he has had such a big impact on me musically and like in my life. Not necessarily with his lyrics. He didn't write all his lyrics either, but more for the energy he brought out on stage, the energy that you hear in the microphone when it's solidified on wax in that recording forever. That's that shit, bro. That boy Bon Scott, R.I.P. Bon Scott. That's who I would do a biopic on. I know I kind of rambled on that, but
damn, bro,
shit, that's my guy.
Hell yeah!
Shout out to the Aussies.
Hey, shout out to the boys. Yeah, dude, biopics are crazy, and it's crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to have one, but that's just kind of how I felt. I was like, if I would have one.
Oh, there's so many artists that I would love to do a biopic on, bro. But yeah, there's some that are coming out that I would. Dude, Drake's the top of my list.
Should I do one on Nipsey Hussle?
Shit. Oh my god, that would be incredible.
Yeah, I'll probably do one on Nip.
Shit, that's a good one, dude. Eminem.
You already got one.
Y'all seen Eminem? Y'all seen Eminem?
Bro, that's a biopic, basically.
Bro, how that don't count, bro?
That should count, bro.
Hell yeah.
It counts because that's like his whole thing. Like,
that's literally
battle
how
rapping.
he made it. Yeah, like battle rapping.
He beat Anthony Mackie.
Hell yeah.
In real life.
In real life. So shit. That's a good one. Nipsey for real. I remember driving on Inglewood.
Oh yeah.
And we drove right next to his store, and we stopped at a light, and we didn't even realize we were right there. Me and Saul we just looked to our right, and we were like, "Oh shit, we were like right next to where Nipsey literally died."
That's crazy.
And we're like,
bro.
and like I had a chills kind of go down my arm, and I was like,
damn.
And my body kind of felt light, and I was like,
that's
kind of crazy. I was like, because Nipsey was a good dude. He deserves it. A legend, bro. And another honorable mention, if I was to do one, and if I had. And I'd do it on Kobe.
Hey, man, you already had one, bro.
I'm sorry. You're right. Honorable mention.
Dude, I would love to see one on Prince, bro. I would love to see, there's so many artists like Prince, David Bowie, like, there's so many that just didn't get, even Kurt Cobain hasn't gotten the right.
That is kind of crazy. Yeah. Kurt Cobain's been dead since, like, early 90s.
They had The Last Days, which was, like, kind of like fucking Gus Van Sant, but it wasn't a biopic, really. Yeah. Like, it was just kind of, depressing.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Dude, but
that is kind of crazy. I never really
what's his
thought
name?
about that.
Fucking Pete Davidson's supposed to be playing Joey Ramone.
I saw that.
There's so many crazy ones that are going to be coming out.
Ramone.
How did he get that role? Wow.
I think just based off his fucking his look and stature. Yeah. I could play Joey Ramone, bro. That's the one I want to do. I would do the Ramones, bro.
We got to figure out. We got to compare you, bro.
But Timothy Chalamet, Bob Dylan.
That's a fucking
He's
banger.
Gonna crush that.
He's going to become a different actor.
Everybody knows that I'm high on Timothy Chalamet.
That's another one too, where it's like the looks for me aren't 100% there, but I don't even care.
Yeah, he's so good that he's gonna crush it.
Yeah,
like, he's gonna be like,
he'll just like encapsulate the spirit so well. I feel like it's not even gonna matter.
Yeah, he's one of them new upcoming goats, man.
Exactly.
Be on the lookout for that boy Timothy, man. For real.
Honestly, hell yeah. I'm excited for all the biopics to come, all the biopics that have been out and we haven't seen. All we do here at the Secret Stash is we put these things in the stash library so we know where we can pull out. Always be able to watch this. Hey, if you ever have nothing to watch, maybe tune into a Secret Stash episode. You'll find something that you can watch or listen to. That's fucking awesome.
That's what we here for.
That's what Josie is so hype about this shit.
That's what we here for. Trust us.
Yeah, trust us if you can. We're just going to keep coming back. We're going to go ahead and go into our last break. Go ahead and wrap up the show. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. There's structure to this show, but there's also us just talking and being friends, and that's what we want to give out more than anything, and we're just so glad that you're still listening. Thank you to Lewis on production. Thank you for Josie for sticking around, being such a great dog. She's just chilling on the rug, sleeping. And my guys are just here. We're all hanging out. Thank you to Benny Bandito. Going to go into our last break, and we'll sign off here in just a second. But thank you so much, guys. We'll be right back.
Right.
But.
Hey, let's get it.
And we are back. Secret Stash. I'm here with Sam, and I'm here with
Was
Troy. Whoa! Whoa! What the hell, dude?
Whoa.
Louis, bro.
God.
Louis.
Yo.
What's up, dude?
Oh my God. You got the production in front of the camera. Wow.
This is kind of crazy because I didn't expect Troy just randomly turned into some sort of like force ghost or kind of went like offline or something.
Did you and Troy trade places somehow by some
yeah, I'm pretty sure
crazy teleportation method?
No,
something like that, but they just traded places. But welcome to the show, Lewis. We're actually at the end of the show, but I'm still glad that you're here. What we like to do is wrap up the show and kind of go over what's going on in our week or what we're doing, what we're watching, what we're listening to. Talking about just kind of the secret stash as a whole. I mean, kind of our whole philosophy here is, what are we watching?
We touch on a lot of movies and music as we always do, but yeah, man, we've got a lot of stuff coming out. We've got movies coming out. We got music coming out.
Yep.
What are you excited for?
I'm excited because I'm watching it right now. I'm watching the new Fallout show.
Oh yeah,
so good. To be honest, I was a Fallout fan, but I wasn't like a major like Fallout like diehard at all. Scott, I'm one of our best friends in the world. Shout out the bowling league.
Shout out.
And he is one of the bigger Fallout people that I knew. I only ever played Fallout 3, Fallout 4, and New Vegas a little bit. But the world building that the show is doing is really, really awesome. Taking this story that they're running with and using the world to they're using the Fallout universe as a tool, and they're doing it the right way. Because I'm like, the show is good. My girlfriend loves the show. She doesn't know what the fuck Fallout is. And the show is really entertaining, but it's really showing the heart that it has. So I'm about 5 episodes in, and I'm really, really enjoying it. And I hope the show just keeps building and building because it's very well made. And you can tell this isn't a video game show that the creators were like, I don't give a fuck about this property. Halo.
Nice, dude. Yeah, that's one that I've heard a lot about. I've heard a lot of good reviews about it, and I'm someone who also doesn't know a whole lot about Fallout, but just based on everything that I've been hearing, especially from you, I want to check it out and see what's going on.
It's worth the watch. It's worth the watch, especially if you don't know shit about Fallout, because even then I'm like, it's still got to be a good story. It's still got to be a good show.
Yeah.
I heard that
they do a good job.
Whenever they make video game properties, like whether it be movies or streaming series, that it creates a situation where the sales of the older games go up. So when The Last of Us was dropping new episodes, like Last of Us sales will go up and stuff like that. So,
I mean, it makes sense. It makes total sense.
So people are buying Fallout 4 now. So because of
really,
show. Yeah.
Damn. Hey, shout out the show.
I might have to touch back on Fallout.
The games are so good, and they do such a good. Like I said, they just do such a good job at putting you into this world that if you don't know shit about it, they don't really. To be honest, they don't like do a lot of like Ned's Declassified type like tips where like, hey, this is that, or like they don't do any of that. It's very much just like you watch it and you have to observe. And if you play the game, you see some things you recognize, you hear some things you recognize. But even if you don't, super solid show. Definitely one of the better video game properties into live action in a while.
Has the show like wrapped up its season?
I think they released 8 episodes, I think.
Okay.
And that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amazon.
Shout out Amazon because I'm using my mom's Prime.
I paid the extra $3 for no ads.
Shout out to your mom.
I don't got ads either.
Damn.
So I'm good. I mean, shout out mom. What about you? Are you watching something?
Oh yeah, man. I'm a slave to my corporate overlord master, Disney Plus.
Nice,
right?
Nice.
Yeah. I'm watching a lot of stuff on Disney Plus. Shout out to X-Men 97. All right. That's top of the list, right?
I did
number
hear
1.
you talking about that.
Yeah. X-Men 97. I had to put Troy on game. Okay. I don't know why Troy didn't get on it. Because Troy is on his high horse and be like, fuck nostalgia and shit like that. He's like, it's not that he didn't hate it or whatever. It's like, he hates the idea of people having to go back to the well. Like he wants people
rehashing old ideas.
Yeah, he wants people to go and make new shit. And I'm like, I get that. But I like my member berries more than I like new shit, okay?
Love member berries.
So
not gonna lie.
They made X-Men 97, and the creator, the showrunner, sucks that he got fired just days before the fucking show premiered, but at least he wrote the scripts for like seasons 2 and 3. Thank God. That being said, the creator, the showrunner of the revival, he understands the characters very, very well, and he did a really good job of putting character and story above like everything else. And the action is really good. The animation's top notch, and it doesn't look good like on YouTube and like stuff like that. But when you watch it, actually like watch it, it's better. Like it's just way better, especially because I have like this.
All right.
crispy
So
ass TV.
one thing about that show is I actually expected it to look like exactly how it would look on a CRT. I was like, why doesn't it look like shit? Why does it look too clean?
I think that's why I've been hesitant to check it out, because everything I've seen online is just.
I thought it was straight up. They were shooting for that 4x3. Like real, like looking like. I was expecting it to look like I was waking up on Saturday morning.
I kind of wanted them to do that,
but it was very clean. But to be honest, I did see quite a bit of sequences that happened in the show, and I was like, "Damn, it seems like they're putting a lot of effort into the show."
They gave all the characters like their due, Cyclops, like people are like fans of Cyclops now. They did a good job on Rogue. They did a good job on Gambit. They did a good job. They made Storm a badass character. Like they made Storm better than the '90s show. And as a matter of fact, the only character who they haven't been given shine, and I don't blame them for this, is Wolverine.
Yeah, of course, he's got so much going on.
He's got so much shine in the movies.
He's Wolverine.
He's Wolverine.
He is the X-Man.
The X-Man. So they don't need to propel him because he's already achieved that in movies and stuff like that. So I think that's cool that they're kind of letting him play a supporting character, a background character. He's there in damn near every episode, but everyone else is just getting that shine, and maybe they'll do a Wolverine episode later on. But right now, I just think that the show it's got like this great arc, and I'm gonna just pitch it to you this way: the first couple of episodes, they kind of do lean into the member berry stuff.
They have to.
They lean into the nostalgia, and kind of sort of making you feel comfortable. Like it's giving you that safety place. Those first couple,
sit down, get your fucking bowl of cereal.
Yeah.
It's
Saturday morning. Yeah. The first couple episodes is
I want that feeling again.
It's like the greatest hits, but then after the third episode, they just take that away from you.
What?
And they go in a direction, and they just kind of
Is it a Disney direction?
No.
It's a good direction.
It's a good direction.
Okay, good.
All right, I'm gonna say this without spoiling anything, but kind of like Game of Thrones, you can kill off a main character. All right, no one's safe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No one's safe.
No one's safe.
All
and
right.
this.
I guess he's saying
someone going die.
Jubilee.
Someone going to die, and you're going to cry.
Professor X is gone. I guess
you're going to cry. I cried in the fifth episode.
Guess.
I cried in the fifth episode. I was like,
damn.
It was intense.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Shout out X-Men97. Louis, I'm going to need your Disney Plus account, please, so I can watch it, because and if you're more than generous enough, I will gladly take it.
No, I can't, man. The fucking Disney's cracked down on password sharing.
I'm about to fucking...
bastards.
Bullet.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say about Disney, because maybe one day...
And shout out to The Bad Batch. That's it. Just shout out to Bad Batch.
Shout out Bad Batch, because it was also a show when I first saw it. I was like, this shit's not going to be good. And it was good.
It was really good.
It was like, damn, this is actually good Star Wars.
Good Disney Star Wars.
Shout out Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Good honorable mention.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Sam?
Yo. Hey, man, you already know.
I already know. What do you have?
I've been watching that Chucky, bro.
That boy's been watching that
Shout
Chucky.
out Amazon again.
Is that Amazon?
Isn't it Amazon?
Is that Amazon?
Question mark? I could have sworn it was Amazon.
It is Amazon.
Yeah, that's right. Disney and Amazon are corporate overlords.
It comes out on Peacock, but Amazon's got it quicker.
Yeah.
It's originally through Sci-Fi, I guess. I guess not on TV, not on Chucky, bro.
That is true.
Wait,
yeah,
is it
right.
Sci-Fi or?
It started on Sci-Fi first. You're right.
Yeah, it definitely started on Sci-Fi. I guess Amazon took it over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, I've been really enjoying Chucky.
Yeah. Then they got obviously Brad Dourif to reprise his role, right?
Brad Dourif reprised his role. He's doing the voice acting, and yeah, dude, we're talking to Joel in the green room back there, and I was kind of explaining to him. Each season is almost like based off of the films, so it's like you go Child's Play 1, and it's got the same feel, the same Chucky, the same kind of essence of that, and then as each season goes on, it follows the films until it goes into like the Seed of Chucky, Bride of Chucky kind of styles, where they bring in
think Bride of Chucky was
His
the
son?
last good Chucky movie, by the way.
They actually do.
Yeah.
They bring in Glenn and Glenda.
That boy Glenn.
They do.
And Glenda, damn.
They do.
They do they them pronouns?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But they are now split into 2 human bodies. I won't even get further into that if you want to check it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't get into that.
Okay.
Because all right, so one thing about me is like horror, especially old horror, like I remember going to Blockbuster. I remember it so vividly, going to Blockbuster and my mom renting us Child's Play, dude.
Ooh.
And then that for every week we'd watch a new one. We watched Child's Play 1 week, then we watched Child's Play 2, then 3, then Bride of Chucky, then Seed of Chucky. Actually, no. So Seed of Chucky we didn't see until later. But we definitely saw Bride of Chucky.
Bride of Chucky for sure.
Because that one was already, that one came out in like 98.
99 or
98 or 99.
Okay.
So we had already definitely started seeing that one. But I have a real love for Chucky, for
Me too, bro.
Charles Lee Ray, for my boy.
My first horror movie. I saw when I was 8 years
really,
old.
I swear that has to be my first horror movie. The first one that I latched onto, without a doubt, from the album covers, from the VHS covers.
The covers, yes.
Like Child's Play 2, where he has the clown box and he has the scissors or whatever. That is fucking terrifying. Like, it is the stuff of horrors.
But it pulls you in. It kind of gives you the whole, the dummy alive, like the whole, the goosebumps slappy. Like that
100%,
whole, you know?
100%, the ventriloquist dummy.
Exactly, dude.
And so, I had no idea when you told me that this show was Brad Dourif, and like it was the real Chucky. It wasn't the
Don Mancini, bro. He's doing everything. Everyone that was any movie that he's in, like any Child's Play, any Chucky movie, everyone is back in the show. Each season, there's a new main cast, but there's like huge ties to the movies, huge ties to everything. It's like I said, it's not what I'd say is like amazing TV, but I love watching it.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on that one Chucky movie, the remake, where it was like a robot doll or
the
whatever?
Amazon Prime.
We don't talk about that Chucky around here.
Really? Y'all don't? So we don't? There's my phone.
Shout out to Mark Hamill, but we don't talk about that Chucky.
I mean,
here.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Because I haven't seen it, by the way. I want to see it. I haven't seen it. The one where they basically like made him not hipster, but like, you know, like they knew it. They millennialed him, right?
No. They literally made him an Amazon Alexa. Like they made him an Alexa. That's all they did was turn him into an Alexa, and they had another. His name was Andy as well. I don't know if his name was Andy Barkley. And then they had Aubrey Plaza as whatever, like as the mom.
That's part of the movie.
Yeah, obviously. and so yeah, I thought that movie was fine. I thought it was fine, but I did remember at that time hearing them talking about a Chucky series, and I didn't realize that that's the one that you're fucking talking about. So I'm
the
so
true Chucky
hyped.
series, the true Chucky,
bro.
I wasn't a big fan of the movie. Just being, I love the originals. I love Brad Dourif. Like Mark Hamill is a fucking goat at voice acting and everything he does, and. He didn't do a bad job as a voice actor. I just didn't like the movie. I didn't like the design of Chucky. I didn't like the whole idea of it.
The glowing eyes and shit.
Yeah, it was just basically like the AI that falls in love with you and wants to like keep you to themselves.
It was like
type of
Smart
thing.
House.
Exactly, bro. It was Smart House and a doll.
Fucking Smart House, bro.
I just
crazy.
Do you think they should like go back to renaming them Child's Play?
100%.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is such a great. What a great title for a movie, first of all, and then to rename it into the name of the character that it is. Because we know them. I was like, have you seen Chucky 3? Chucky, you know, right? People talk about it interchangeably. People don't like, people see, that's how they talk about it.
They're not talking about Halloween. It's like, did you see Michael too?
No. So I think about like Child's Play 1 through 3 are their own set.
Exactly, yeah.
Because that was like the Andy Barkley.
Because the mood changes.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
100%. You got like.
He kind of like turns it up to 11 in like the Bride of Chucky.
Right,
exactly.
100%, bro.
They kinda,
1,000%.
Is it like, because like for me,
got a different
Bride of
palette
Chucky,
to it.
Bride of Chucky for me is like the last good movie for me personally, but I haven't seen any of the new stuff, so.
I agree.
But for me, like,
bro,
after that, like they were starting to like go into jump the shark territory in my opinion.
Oh yeah, well they're at that point. It felt like you're watching a scary movie too.
You kill off Neil Patrick Harris because he backs up into an 18-wheeler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and yeah, it felt so different because the third one felt like the end of that trilogy. You know, you see the scythe thing cut Chucky's face off in the third one, and you know the little kid doesn't get possessed, and Andy's like gets his redemption arc and shit. Like I'm not crazy type shit.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, it's like the first 3 Child's Play movies. I hope they, like in this new show, I hope that new show captures really those 3 movies, because that's all I really care about. To be honest, when I think of Chucky, when I think of Child's Play, I only think of the original 3, because that's all I remember it starting and ending. As a kid, Chucky's here and he's gonna kill me. And then when he's 16 years old in military school, saying like, "This my fucking doll from my record that everybody sees my record and they think I'm insane." It was very much attacking like someone's psyche, and I was just like, this movie is so much more than I think it is on the surface.
Yeah,
that's why I fucking love.
And
Child's Play.
It's the same way. It's like Chucky. I feel like they can't do like a Charles Lee Ray like
movie.
They can't, because it's like everything that's Chucky, it comes from the doll. It's like the way he's so sneak, the way he pulls it off without anyone else knowing.
It's Charles Lee Ray
seem like they're fucking crazy,
stuck in the doll and turning into somebody else.
Yeah.
So you can't like be like, oh, Charles Lee Ray the person is the same person as Charles Lee
Ray. I couldn't imagine like
They're
Chucky's
not.
energy in a human. Like I just couldn't like the little.
I wouldn't even be able. And so like the beginning of the Child's Play 1, that's how you feel is Charles Lee Ray is like you. It's Chucky the human.
He's got all this like killer energy, but
because he gets shot in the first movie, he's like, oh my god, it sounds like Chucky. I'm like, but that's not Chucky.
Yeah,
that's a person.
Yeah, dude, that's why I'm really interested, because going back to the Chucky TV series where it's at now, I won't spoil too much, but it's just like there's a lot of people coming back.
Stay tuned. You're gonna have to see.
Tune in and find out who it is. But it's really fucking sick, dude. They go back to the beginning, especially.
That's amazing.
Gotta
see it.
They just pay a lot of tribute to the people that have been like the body of Chucky for all these years. So I really like the show for that reason. Like I said, it doesn't like hold up to the films for me, but it's still like one of those watches where I'm not like, oh, this is complete trash. It's like it's got it in there, bro.
Damn. Oh, I gotta absolutely see it.
Especially the first seasons. You gotta check that out.
See it.
Season 2, Child's Play 2 is based off Child's Play 2 exactly. It's perfect. I love that season. That's a season that I'm not ashamed. I love that season, bro.
Let's go. Yeah. That's all. Just hearing how it's coming out from you sounds like me. I'm a Chucky fan, and I'm so excited now to find out what this show is like. And I'm so glad that was your topic, because I love Chucky, and I'm gonna definitely check it out because I'm a Chucky fan.
I'm excited to see what y'all think about it, because they do some crazy shit with Chucky.
Oh, I'm excited. And I'm so glad that we were able to, sit together and talk and finish another episode of The Secret Stash. This is our second episode. We're so glad that we were able to do this one more time. I really just want to thank Sam again for coming out to the Stash Studios and just really coming out here and hanging out and with Benny. And I'm so glad that I have Lewis here to produce the show, but also hop on when Troy, I think Troy's connection got lost and he turned into a Force Ghost for a bit. But it's okay, because Lewis spawns in every time that happens. Yeah. So thank you to Lewis. Thank you
whenever Troy's hologram fades out.
100%.
Lewis pops in.
Exactly. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Secret Stash. Guys, do you have anything to say before we sign out?
Yo, fucking drop some comments, bro. What movies are you excited for? What's going on? What are y'all watching? Let us know. We're talking about this shit. We want to hear what's going on from y'all. That's it, boys.
Exactly. If you comment on the bottom, subscribe. Check us out. Definitely comment anything you want to see on the filming in progress. Comment topics you want to see on the Stash Box, and even on the Secret Menu. The Secret Menu is a segment we unleashed on the first episode, and we want to keep that going. So comment your favorite snacks, comment your favorite things you've seen in a movie that you've been like, man, I saw that in a movie and I want to take a bite out of the goddamn screen. Comment whatever you want. Subscribe. Thanks again, Louie.
Also, subscribe to the Patreon. We got a whole 7-hour episode on there. It's extended for everything you missed out.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, 100%. We're gonna sign you guys out with that one song that I started the show on, and it's gonna play out. It's called Greet Me. That's what I called it when it came out. We're gonna keep that name. It's gonna be called Greet Me. Let's go to space for a little bit. Thank you so much for tuning into the Secret Stash. I hope you guys have a great night, day, drive, wherever you're at. We love you. Thank you so much. Hope y'all have a great one. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace. Salutations.